All right, guys, welcome back to the NorCal Classic. This is the finals. I'm Vincent Curkov. With me commentating is.
Alex Bots.
All right, you might remember us from Alfredo Size for Taco Truck, a Marvel Crisis Protocol podcast.
You might.
We've now have had everybody on. Everybody's done it.
So cool.
Uh, so this game is Ron, who at the time of this event is the number one Shield player in the world, against Eric Wong, who is the number one Defenders player in the world. So quite a finals at this LVO qualifier.
Oh, I didn't realize they were both rated number one. That's pretty cool. Or were at this time anyway. I don't know if they still are, but
There was a joke on the carpool up that it's that they had Carl of CarlCon fame in the car. They had the number one X-Men player, the number one Shield player, and also Vince was there.
that's funny. Yeah. Are
Um,
you? Well, whatever.
what's up?
I was just gonna ask. Are you number two, number three? Are you?
I was at the time. I was number two. There were 2 points, and essentially, depending on how this event went, would change who was number one because the points
see.
were so
Okay.
close. He beat me the round before this,
Oh, right,
so go check out that video if you haven't seen it.
right. Yeah,
Mild
yeah,
spoilers, but also that's on you a little bit for skipping straight to the finals.
yeah, you have to watch them in narrative order.
We'll see how
Okay,
clickbaity
cool.
I make that thumbnail to be number one Shield player versus number two Shield player.
Um, cool. So we've got them already deploying. I have their tournament lists next to me, but I
Yeah,
don't know exactly what they played here.
So it looks like the rosters are on for Eric. Looks like we have Daredevil leading with Rhino, Bill, Shang-Chi, and Wong. If you ask Eric, Wong's actually the leader of this list because he
Right.
plays Portals very heavily and is like the best player of Portals in the world. And if you're a Defenders player and you want to take your Defenders playing to the next level, learn to play Portals. I think that card is
Yeah.
like infinitely deep and incredibly strong. And
Yeah.
hopefully we see it here because recorded that video talking about how he plays Portals and Defenders differently from everybody else.
hmm
And then there's like no games of him on camera.
Yeah, I've been making fun of Nate for that, for Eric being kind of a made up, like my girlfriend goes to another school or whatever. Just like this really excellent Defenders player who's transforming the faction, who you cannot watch or learn anything from ever. Um, But I'm looking forward to seeing this because this is also the first time I will have seen this list played. Well, definitely the first time by Eric, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mucked around with it for a little bit after that. I posted that video, which I think, while isn't 100% accurate, I think is still like the basic bones of the list are still there. Like Ghost Rider's out, Namor's in, Shang-Chi eats Wolverine's lunch. Like Shang-Chi is such a good model.
Yeah. Cool.
So then on Eric's side, it looks like we have Namor, who he's got in his hand right now and is definitely the normal paint job of Namor. Um, Agent Venom, Miles, Black Widow 1, and Nick Fury Jr. I don't know
Okay.
which leadership he's on. I think.
Oh, he's got Miles and Spectacular. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, Black Widow 1 is the 2 threat, right?
Yeah,
I
the
forget
2
what
threat.
order they came out in. Yeah.
It's actually really
Oh,
easy
right.
to remember with Black Widow because they're just in threat order.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool.
It just gets really confusing when somebody's like Black Widow 2, the first one, the one that costs 2 threat.
Yeah, right. Okay. And do you know their tactics cards off the top of your head, or are we going to learn these as we play?
I don't. I'm mostly just going by what I can see on the stream, but I think it's pretty safe to say that Ron's going to have Eye in the Sky,
Yes.
and Eric's going to have Portals.
Yeah, that seems right. Cool. And it looks like we've deployed now. So like on the right side, we've got, here's the handshake. So going from bottom to top is Rhino, Daredevil, Wong, Bill, and then Shang-Chi is up by Luigi's Mansion up there. I think that's Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you're going to have to help me with this. We've got Namor at the bottom, and then a bunch of S.H.I.E.L.D. motherfuckers.
Namor, Nick Fury Jr., Grunts. I believe that's Widow hiding behind the piece of terrain.
Oh yeah.
Then Agent Venom and Miles Morales. He has played uh, essentially all models wearing all black.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And it's Montesi
And
and
it's a D shape. I think it's Extremis.
mhm. Yeah,
I think I see the 3.0 at the bottom,
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah, you're totally right. Yeah. And so Beta Ray Build just grabbed the center Montesi
yeah. So
and
important note
bailed.
here that this game is from the week before Mini Strap.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
So he just eyes on the prized the middle thing.
yeah, so none of the cards are banned. I still think the games are good to watch because I don't think the meta's really changed that much since Mini Strav. Like a lot of the
Yeah,
really
totally.
problematic stuff's out, like this bill grab,
Hmm.
but I
Yeah.
don't think it super meaningfully changes how this is going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's there's enough stuff to talk about regardless, right? So.
Yeah. The other thing is that this is the day after Namor comes out, so we don't have a fantastic grasp of all the different plays he can make yet. So
Right.
while me and Ron both have quite a few games with Namor when he was spoiled, uh, we're still in early days here. So you see some
Yeah.
weird Namor plays. That's what's going on.
Right. And okay, so obviously with a safe grab, and on an odd numbered extract, Eric already has a little bit of an advantage being able to just grab that and back up.
Hmm.
Um, so when somebody's playing this portals list, does he? I mean, you literally could play at turn one, but he probably but he doesn't,
You
right?
cannot
And
play
he
at turn
didn't.
one.
Yeah, he didn't play at turn one because it has to be in the power phase.
Yeah, and
So
so
what is his goal with the portals? Like he just what is the play style here?
I believe on Extremis it lets him run the bases and rotate faster than any list in the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not exactly sure what his portal placement's going to be because again, like
Yeah.
this is list and portal placement in this list is kind of like how many different ways can you play Eye in the Sky? How many different ways can you play portals? You
Right.
have a lot of variation on how to do this, but I imagine it will allow him to just like I don't know, run the bases or trigger 3 points to like heal 3 hit points off of a
Mm-hmm.
character while spending 4 power.
Yeah.
Um,
So-
and he has a lot of characters that he considers Hawkeyes, which
right. Right.
which are characters that can essentially use a movement action to like engage you,
Mm-hmm.
and then spend both their actions attacking you, and then jump backwards through the portal,
Right.
or
Right.
start on the portal, or like go through the portal, shoot you twice, jump backwards to the portal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the next two activations then were the two threats going, and
Yeah.
Ron's Black Widow did grab his home
Yeah.
spellbook Montesi thing, but Eric's Wong did not grab it. I assume he wants to save Wong's power to put portals down turn two, and that's why
Yes.
he didn't grab it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Like the downside to this list is your 2 threat can't do a lot of your utility.
Yeah.
You need your actual work pieces to do some of that.
So since both of these guys are locals to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you played against the portals thing? Have you played against Eric running the portals thing much with Shield now?
I have not.
Oh, okay.
Eric is really like Eric's kind of exploring other aspects of the game right now. He's just like really happy and comfortable with where the portals list is currently, and he's
Mhm.
looking for. He's like, is there something better I can be doing? Something
Yeah, I
that
see.
will win more consistently than the portals
Mhm.
list. I've been
Right.
playing around with some A Force. He beat me on turn 3 with A Force, which was pretty wild.
Damn.
Um,
Huh.
but like,
Okay.
yeah, he's a very good player. He's very very good at the game.
Yeah, 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 totally. So okay, so it looks like Daredevil's gonna grab his book then.
Mhm.
Who's sorry? Which is the model that just ran down by Black Widow on Ron's side?
Right, there's Miles.
Oh, that's Miles. Right, right. Duh. Okay, okay. So Miles is heading down there. Yeah, this is interesting because so I think Eric is gonna run into. I mean, I feel like Eric doesn't have like super obvious Rhino plays. Now, I mean, that might not matter because Rhino's just so good. but
Mm-hmm.
like throwing Rhino into hitting Black Widow 2 threat doesn't feel like a huge value of his card, but then she's the only person that's going to be holding a spell book, at least for like the first, I don't know, third of this game on Ron's side. So Ron's going to be down points early for sure, but I think Eric might have like trouble advancing towards a win condition early in the game.
Yeah, so like the scenario's like medium. The scenario's kind of on the slow side, I think. It's only 7 points. It's like
That's true. Yeah.
it's on the slow side a little bit. It is favored uh, to him because he has the extracts, and also
Right.
like if he can force Shield, they have to run the bases. Like none of Shield is not very good at this. He's playing almost all the models that are good at it,
Yeah, I was gonna say
and
he's
Fury.
definitely built for a D here, but yeah.
I think no commandos here is probably a mistake.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought of his list. The thing that strikes me, having not really played against, well, having definitely not played against Eric at all, and also having not played against this list more than once, I think, in general,
Hmm.
I I feel like Eric is offering an opportunity for his opponent here to rush Wong, but Shield is not the team that can do that really, which is rough in the matchup.
No, if he had like time on Namor, Namor could
I was
block
gonna
charge
say, I
Wong.
was gonna say, if he's not, if it was Clocks McKenzie out here.
Yeah. Um, yeah. I had not been converted to the Church of Clocks Mackenzie yet.
No, I
Although,
know, and I mean, it is unfortunate that you have to choose. Like, I think Namor would be at his best if you could,
yeah, if you could
you
flip
know,
back and forth, it'd be incredible.
between the five threat and six threat version. I think he would be amazing. But yeah. So he doesn't really actually have any models that can do what I kind of want him on like a macro strategical level to do, which is to rush Wong and try to get him off the board as soon as possible. Because
Well,
I mean, you literally can't stop him from playing Portals turn 2, but if he's under pressure, he might do something suboptimal, and then also just getting Wong off the table after that, I think probably makes this list struggle a little bit to play the Ds in the way they want. But I agree with you that having no commandos is rough, because commandos is also like the best way for Shield to use the portal themselves. Like he knows the portal's going to come down at some point in this game, and he also wants to have his own action compression so that he can use the portals in exactly the same way that the defenders do for at least one or two of his activations every round.
yeah,
And he hasn't given himself that really. I mean, Miles in Spectacular can kind of do it, but yeah,
I don't really. So I actually think so. Like the other models he's brought are like very good at wide scenarios,
totally.
but Nick isn't.
Yeah. You think he should just be running defender, or I mean not defenders, invaders and no Nick?
Yeah, I think if you are going to play Nick, you have to bring the commandos because otherwise you're not going to get enough work out of
Right.
Nick. Nick's going to be double walking a lot. The
Well, especially
portals,
because he didn't have priority. Like it maybe makes more sense to have Nick if you have prio because the
yeah, you can
grunts
go.
can grab the center. But
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, that's tough.
But also Namor can grab the center, and when you're playing five threat
True.
Namor, you're not really giving anything up by doing that. Whereas when you're playing six threat
Yeah,
Namor, you're like, I can charge anyone on the board. Why would I safe grab?
yeah, totally makes sense.
Um,
Okay.
all right, so it looks like we got a Agent Venom shot into Shang Chi.
Yep.
Uh, that looks like that went pretty well.
Yeah.
2 damage seems good.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah. Also, I assume I can't tell, but I think I missed the measurement, but I assume Agent Venom is staying out of
yeah.
3 of Shang-Chi, so I mean that's crucial. Oh yeah, and earlier in this commentary I called him Spectacular, but it's Agent Venom, my bad. But yeah, this is good. I mean, I think Ron has selected good matchups here. Like obviously you want Agent Venom
Ooh,
going
I
into
don't love this.
Shang-Chi. Whoa, where are we going? What's the
Um,
play here? He wants to threaten Wong? I don't know
well,
if I like that.
wait. So he made 2 power there. Actually, this is fine.
You think so?
Uh, because it essentially is like because he's going to have exactly enough power for web swing next turn.
Oh, okay. If he made 2 power. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So
Okay, fair
like
enough.
he's essentially getting to like double dip his web swing. He's thinking about this web swing as a next turn web swing, and then he's gonna be able to threaten the right point. Although I think that's kind of dangerous. But I guess both books are over there. You just kind of have to.
I mean, I don't really think. Yeah, I kind of don't love spending the power to do that because I think okay, so for my if I was Ron, what I would be thinking, I don't know if this is what's going to happen, but if I was Ron, what I would be thinking is that okay, Eric has all this power, like strength, not the resource, but strength on his back point. So he's obviously going to portal from that to one of the lateral points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't need to do it towards Shang-Chi. So he's probably going to do the one that's on our camera at the bottom, right?
Okay.
And so I would want to be threatening Shang-Chi so that it's actually a choice for Eric which of the lateral points he puts his portal down next to. And then maybe pivot off of that. And I feel like Agent Venom getting further away from Shang-Chi makes that a more obvious choice for Eric. But...
Yeah, and it's really hard to tell with the parallax. But if he's still within 4, I love this positioning. But he does not look like he's still within 4.
It looks like there's like a non-zero chance he's within 4 of both Wong and Shang-Chi, which is pretty nice. But yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to tell from here. And I also, I guess, technically speaking, he could not have measured that, so he maybe wanted to do that, but didn't actually 100% know if he executed on it.
I do like that his Namor is not messing with Shang-Chi at all. Like, that matchup blows.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, Namor should be, like, threatening... I mean, he should be hassling Bill
what is
and
this?
Wong.
Okay, so walking up, sit-repping Miles with Namor.
Huh. I don't...
So I guess this is to be able to put web swing punch online.
Yeah.
It sucks to play the card in that way because like they could have just been fixed with better positioning.
Yeah, I agree. I also... Yeah, he's kind of in a tough spot with how he allocated his movement, that he had to put Namor in the bottom point. I mean, it's better than nothing that he's there, but I don't love that. I really want Namor to be, like, aggressively threatening both Bill and Wong here. And he's definitely still in range of Bill, but I'm not sure if he's in range of Wong.
Yeah, the issue is if, like, Bill just shuffles or the portal goes the other direction.
Yeah.
You get refused flame.
Yeah, he needs to have Namor needs to have 2 targets that he's definitely in range of charge this next turn, because otherwise the portal, if it's only 1 target, the portal can stuff it, and then he's being inefficient on turn 2, which really sucks. So
yeah, and the other issue is that, like, you're gonna want to hold this Namor action for late because
true. Yeah.
Like that pile of models on that point will kill Namor. Like Namor is not
definitely.
He's kind of like the model is kind of like a bully. Like if he's really good at fighting, at going and finding a one-on-one on a flank that he definitely can win.
Yeah.
But definitely. if he has to like fight a group of models, he will likely lose that.
The other thing is that like he wants it to be near last because the optimal thing, I'm not saying he's going to be able to do this, but the optimal thing for Namor turn 2 is near the end of the round, he flips both an extract and a secure, or like flips an extract and ties a secure, right? With a charge and then a charge with the little pole vault effect that his builder does, and also a spender ideally. And I don't feel like he's giving himself great opportunities to do that here.
Yeah, like an ideal activation, like if this was the end of the turn, say, he could charge Bill, surf onto the point, spender Bill, push everybody off the point.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it looks like score is 3-4 with Eric on 4.
Token, or strictly the worst token.
Yeah. Eric was also a fairly big deal on the West Coast Guild Ball scene.
Yeah, I remember his name, but I didn't realize he had our swag.
He didn't really travel at the time.
Okay, but yeah, sorry, I interrupted you. So 4-3 in Eric's favor, and he still has Prio because,
they're equally wide.
Tied on models, right? Yeah, equal models, and he went first. So, so this is portals coming down, I assume, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that was, I guess that was the other question I was gonna ask is like, do you think he actually goes
Uh,
for Ron's back point here? And
yeah,
the answer
forward
is yes.
back. I think so. I guess this is the best option. I don't know.
So the good thing, yeah, I mean the choice he's making basically is a geometrical one. It's like if your portals are between the two closer together points, that is the two deployment points,
Hmm.
then every time you use a portal, you are in range of more other D points. Like you're definitely in range of those two ones, and also you can still double walk to either of the side ones. So like this version of portals is the most flexible in terms of where an activation ends up. I think maybe the upside of going from his back point to one of the lateral points would be it's easier to defend. Like you're giving less options to Ron as as well. So I think that's the decision he's making because now both like all 4 points are pretty live for both players because of these portals. But I
All
get
right.
why he's going for this. I mean, this is where the other book is, right?
Yeah.
Like Ron has left Black Widow
I
out in the
also
middle
think
of
this is the
nowhere.
least accessible spot he can put it for Ron to be able to use it because both of the
At least this
spider
turn,
guys,
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
both of the spider guys, they have web swing, but they don't have anything else.
yeah,
So they can't also pay to go through the portal.
right. Yeah, that's another issue with like web swinging turn one with Agent Venom. It just and also sit repping turn one. Like I get that he's more aggro, but I think you kind of want to. I feel like against a list that's main gimmick is like extreme mobility,
Hmm.
you you want to hold your mobility options until they do something immediately, right? Like it's not just about
He
like,
hits Widow and she just dies. He doesn't even have to play robbery here.
oh wow, Jesus. Yeah, just takes 4. Holy crap. Well, he was out of 2, so no martial artist, but still brutal. Yeah, that's the other nice thing about the portals for sure is that when you place them, at least your first like couple actions out of the portals, you can kind of
Ugh,
position them
I don't.
perfectly.
I don't know if I love giving Miles power here.
Yeah, he's giving options for the steal right back, right?
Hmm. Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
unlocking stuff back. But
Okay, so
I
I
guess
think
maybe
that
he's got such an advantage that it's like, okay, if you're going to spend your resources getting back the thing that I got for free.
yeah, yeah, and he has enough power to like pick it up and still do it and make an attack. Like he might actually kill Wong here. Um, okay, he
Yeah.
didn't, but oh, and also this uh, Ron got a victory point, so we now
Oh,
confirm that he's using the Fury leadership, not invaders.
okay.
So they're 4-4, but Eric is sitting on all 3 books currently.
All right.
Um,
So it looks like the throw and the he threw at him, he punched him. Looks like he took 3. This puts pressure on Miles. Miles kind of has to go now, and
yeah, definitely. I feel like Miles has a pretty obvious. I mean, like, yes, he put pressure on Miles, but he also kind of told Miles what to do. Like, I
mhm.
mean, there's no reason he shouldn't just go with Miles and try to grab the thing back, right? So
Yeah, I think so because I don't think Miles can dive his back point now.
yeah,
He's just gonna give the book right back. Whoo boy. 3 damage to Rhino.
and the token. Yeah, and the other thing is that now Miles has so like yeah, the downside of the portal being the 2 closer points, the 2 deployment points, is now Miles I think has a relatively easy escape path down to where Namor is, and Ron kind of loves that because Miles is going to be sitting on a point and also allows Namor to leave that point without worrying too much.
Well, so the issue here is he's got 1 power left after he picks this up, so he kind of has
Oh,
to
he's only
pick.
getting 1 move. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I think the options are: do you just pick it up and you walk down towards Namor, or do you put it next to the secure web swing, kick Rhino, and hope for the best? No, he's just gonna walk onto the thing. Okay, and heal
Yeah.
himself. Okay, I don't hate
And
that.
I kind of do. I really don't like that. He needs to get away from that portal exit. Like I mean I get that he healed himself. So sure, that puts him on what, 3 points, 3
Mhm.
HP left. But like I think he should have dropped it right next to him, picked it up and then walked towards Namor. He needs to not make the because like Bill is in a great spot to just take the portal right away too.
Yeah, but like none of these like these models all have to kind of get kind of lucky into Miles here.
Yeah, that's true, but I also think like doesn't
And
Shang-Chi come into this and start ruining people's lives? I don't know.
well, like I don't think I mean Shang-Chi if Shang-Chi wants to walk charge Miles.
You don't think that's good? I think that's good when there's a point back there because Rhino's not on the Extremis.
That's true, but if the second he takes damage, he could be on the extremis.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Um, the other thing is that like if he commits the guys through the portals, those guys are holding objectives or Wong.
Oh, right. It makes you drop. Bill would have to.
No,
Well,
it doesn't make you drop. It should. You do not drop
Oh.
objectives when you go through the portal.
Oh, right. God, that is so silly.
Yeah, this is incredibly silly.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's open to both people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I really think he should have gone south with Miles. He might not. Miles might not die this turn. I'm not saying he's like guaranteed dead right now or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. But I think his victory points are a lot more vulnerable than I think they have to be right now.
Mm.
Okay, so Shang-Chi charged Agent Venom, and we can't see Shang-Chi right now, but he's kind of behind that box.
Yeah.
That little corner store thing. And that's, I don't know, he's pointing at dice and holding up a lot of fingers.
Shang-Chi hits
so.
six hits with the stagger, I think.
Very cool.
Oh, maybe no stagger. Oh no, it's crit shield, not wild shield.
Yeah, right.
Although the stagger doesn't matter a ton on Agent Venom.
Yeah, doesn't that not matter against Agent Venom?
Yeah, it makes him pay a power.
Yeah, so
yeah. So no 1-inch punch, and then just punching him again.
I see a couple skulls over in Shang-Chi land, but I can't really tell exactly what he's rolled here. Okay, he has once again counted.
He's killed Agent Venom.
Is that kill?
Yeah.
Disaster Town.
It's dead Agent Venom. He's going to use his whatever it is, whatever the BS ability on.
Yeah.
On that character is to
yeah.
Zip
See,
out
this is
of there.
what I'm saying. See, if Shang-Chi, man, it's so brutal. But I guess actually, I was saying that Agent Venom should have stayed put turn one. Maybe given the result of all of these things, this is like a hindsight thing that doesn't really matter. But in retrospect, it probably would have been better if Agent Venom had actually like wub swung back to his own point or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like it's so tough because you're trying to predict where the portal is, and if he has too many things in Portal Land,
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, ugh. That's the other thing. Well, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm super in favor of.
I still I don't think Ron's position is the worst here. I do like hopefully he can go late with Namor, charge Rhino, surf onto the portal, go through the portal, Spender.
Yeah.
To clear the back point.
Yeah, totally. I mean, he's still got plays in play, and I mean these Nick Fury characters down here, by which I mean him and his grunt.
Oh, I don't love this.
They're just.
Although I guess it's the same thing. The real issue here is just that Nick Fury is just woefully out of position, and there's just no way to fix it.
Yeah.
And he lost 2 activations. This has got to be a pass, Ron, right? Oh, he doesn't have a pass.
Why doesn't he have a pass? Oh, because of the grunts. Wow, cool. Garbage faction.
Right?
Yeah,
they both have 3 models.
I agree with you that he can't move Namor yet, though. Like his ability to salvage this turn is based on Namor doing something fun. So
yeah, so you're never going to be in that aura for anything. I think you just got.
Yeah. Well, that didn't look like totally out, but pretty out. Well, actually, it looked like it would have been in for the grunts. I don't think it's in for Fury.
Well, I mean, you can be in, but like, who are you going to shoot while you're in? Like,
yeah, I guess if you shoot Rhino, that's pretty likely to go bad. No, I think he was measuring to be within Rhino. I feel like he could have done that with the grunts if he really wanted to, but this is just.
But also, Nick's got to head that way, and you got to keep the grunts in the Nick aura.
Yeah, true. Yeah. See, this is see now he's incentivized because Miles is where he is. He's just incentivized to go over closer to the portal, which feels like a mistake here. But
Yeah.
yeah, but he is really. I mean, you're totally right that he's really being screwed by the fact that he does not have a pass despite losing 2 activations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like he just has no way to fix Nick's positioning, and like
Wait, no, he did have a. Oh no, yeah, right, sorry.
no, because he has 3 models.
Right.
And
You can't count. That's
this is an aggressive coming. The grunt shot him, did 1 damage.
Yeah, and he's aggressing.
Come get on the point.
Yeah, he's just right.
Just getting on the point, staying outside of 3 of Nick.
Yep.
So that Nick has to walk shoot.
Yep. Yeah, this is just like a tragic activation from Nick Fury.
Yeah, I mean, Nick is only the best damage dealing 4th threat if he can plant his feet.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of calls into question about where Nick and his grunts were going on turn 1 exactly anyway. But, like, yeah. This is such a hard call because one of the great things about the grunts is that they can take an extract very safely from an extremely dangerous place. But I kind of feel like in retrospect he should have had the grunts pick up his own book.
Mm-hmm.
And not Black Widow, you know? Oh, okay. We're back?
Yeah, we're back.
Cool. Yeah. How likely was it for Shang-Chi to kill Agent Venom there?
I think it's got to be 1 in 5 would be my guess. But, you know, let's check out mcpdice.com. Brought to you by Alfredo Size 3 Taco Truck.
How did you do that? I would have just been like likely or not likely. You were like 1 out of 5. Okay, well, while you're looking at that, I'll just narrate. Nick Fury is attacking Rhino. Rhino's rolling crits like crazy. Nothing happens.
27%.
Wow. You were bizarrely close.
It's almost exactly 1 in 5. It's just slightly better than 1 in 5 because of the...
Yeah.
I forgot about the reroll.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, so that is unlucky for Ron. I mean, you can't complain. Can't beat yourself up about that too much. And if Agent Venom gets to activate after getting beaten but not killed, I do think he's in a better spot here for sure.
Okay, so sorry. So what did Nick just do?
What? He walked, I believe, onto the point. Sorry, I'm having trouble.
Double walked onto the point?
No. He walked onto the point and attacked Rhino once and did, I believe, 0 damage.
Okay.
But yeah.
Rhino's on 1. So
I think the 1 came from Miles, but I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. I mean, Rhino has 1 hit point left.
So maybe he did do damage from Fury. Sorry,
I know the grunts. I know Miles rolled pretty well, and then the grunts did a damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Here comes Billiam.
Yeah. Yeah. The pain train continues. Although. Yeah, if Nick Fury did at least 1 damage, or he should have Eye in the Sky live now, right?
He should, unless he spent power to.
I mean, the grunts didn't die. I don't think
he's had 2 power phases, and the grunts did a damage.
Yeah.
The die looks like it says 2, so who knows?
Mysterious.
But maybe it says 3. Alright. Bill is punching somebody.
Yeah. Somebody with a reroll. Oh, he didn't roll his crits. Oh, I think that was Miles. I assume that's Miles defending because that's the only person over here holding an extract. And he had some rerolls going.
Yeah.
So he tanked the first shot with nothing happening.
And
that's worse.
Yeah, here come the defender's rerolls.
Right, yeah.
And just casual 5 hits. Down goes Miles.
Yeah. Well, once
so,
again,
man, Bill is so much better in defenders than he is like anywhere else.
Well, except for Hellfire Club, probably, right? But
yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Better in defenders because he gets the rerolls and because of portals, I assume you're saying?
Yeah. So he it fixes his kind of having to walk places problem and his struggling to make power problem.
Yeah. Miles, you should have run, buddy. I was wrong. Miles did get killed this round.
Yeah. So Miles died. Then he heals Rhino with Bill because Bill Yahtzeed into 1,000,000 power. Now he's gonna throw Nick off the portal.
Makes sense to me. Yeah, that's the other thing is that, like, when you kind of have this like separate objective that you're fighting over, which is the portals. So then viable character throws are so important, useful here.
Exciting here.
What happened here?
He's throwing Nick Fury into the grunts. Apparently, the tentacle is not considered part of the terrain.
What?
Yeah, I think that's a wild decision on whoever decided to do that.
I guess that's why it has a base. The base is meant to indicate that that's the only thing that actually matters.
Man, that seems.
Because I was wondering about those bases. I kept looking at them thinking they were characters.
That seems goofosaurus.
Yeah, it's a little odd, but well, as long as they both knew that, then.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they agree on it, like whatever. Yeah, that's a rough break. I definitely would have positioned the grunts to not have to not be throwable.
Yeah. God, and now Namor has to move away. Nick Fury needed to stay down there. Miles needed to be down there. Oof.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're just kind of like you just need to get extracts now.
Yeah.
You need to charge. You need to one tap Rhino here, and you just spender the other extract off of Bill.
He needs Namor's various squirt guns and water balloons to go crazy here. It does look like a lot of faces anyway. I don't see too many blanks. He could also take a little pole vault slide and then go through the portal. Although Wong is not like all of the spell books are over here now, right? There's or no, Daredevil is still back there with one.
Yeah, Daredevil's back there with one. The other two are on Rhino and Bill.
Actually, I think one of them is still on the ground. It looks like, right?
No, he just killed. Oh, you're right. It's on the ground because Miles stole it back from Rhino, and then Bill just dazed Miles.
Oh, right, because Bill was already holding one. Yeah. Okay, following now.
So
So there's one on the ground, so he can get that with the pole vault, and it's not like I don't think Daredevil's going to kill Namor even.
Well, I think you have to just slow the scoring down a bit here. Like I think you just spender and make Bill drop his, and you pick up Bill's.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, I guess you could attack Bill, and pick that up, but I think it's placed in such a way that you can't be on the point and have it. And like it sucks that Bill's. What's up?
Did you get a sense of who the charge went into? Like, did he fail to kill Rhino here?
No, he did kill Rhino.
Oh, okay, cool.
Rhino was on 2, and he got him.
Right.
This looks like another builder, probably into Bill. Oh my hits!
Ooh.
Looks like 6.
Massive, large.
6 on 6.
Never been so back. Yeah, and he gets another pole vault, so he can pick this up.
Looks like Bill blocked 2.
Yeah, and this is, of course, our readers will know this because they're expert MCP players, but Bill is one of Namor's favorite characters to hit because Bill cannot use his damage reduction against Namor's stuff.
I don't think anybody likes attacking Bill, even if they agree with damage reduction.
Sure, that's true, but I think that he's, like, just letting this guy aggressive after you slide through him is not really that threatening compared to what Bill can normally do when he's hit.
All right, so I actually, now having seen Ron play it, I actually like this because the Fury leadership's online. So sliding off the point, if Daredevil bops either of these models, they can aggressive onto the extremis.
That's true. And also, I mean, he knew for sure that, like, once Nick was pushed off the thing, he knew that he wasn't going to win it normally unless Eric gives it to him, right? Like the secure. So might as well pick up the extract and not give it to him for free. Yeah, he's still got these back rank problems though, where he's really not threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, Miles could actually go through and hassle Wong next turn.
I don't think there's any reason to go hassle Wong though. You need to get these extracts.
I mean, you do need to get the extracts, but you need to, like, this person's still gonna, this score is still gonna be kind of rough for him. He also needs to, because, like, I guess what I'm saying is that Eric right now has 2 heavy quotation marks free secures that he's scoring, and Ron, because he's kind of had to scramble to get this situation sorted out, is getting none. And I think he needs to spread the game back out a little bit.
Well, if looks like hmm. Is this an aggressive, I guess?
It must have been. What else could it be?
Yeah.
He didn't flip a tactics card, so I think that's got to be what that was.
Yeah, okay. Just didn't seem like very towards Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it was. Um Now it's a 4 die. Oh no, it was Eye in the Sky.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good call. Okay, so what was the purpose of that eye in the sky? Like I'm not saying it's bad. I just
He's
don't
now
understand
doing
it,
4 die attacks instead of 5 die attacks, and he's trying to avoid
Oh,
the stun off of Namor.
right. He got out of 2, and he also probably broke the maximal value. Oh no, Rhino is dazed, so he didn't change how many rerolls the leadership.
Yeah,
would
the
give
leadership.
Daredevil.
He reduced it by 1, I guess.
Oh, I guess yeah, you're right because it counts himself. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like this eye at all. I think you just got to sit there and take it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
I
I
think
guess
that
for me it
power
would
needs to
depend
be
on
saved
whether
for.
I is going to be immediately live next turn. So if Nick Fury's still going to have 3 next turn, then it's okay.
No, he's on. He has no die on his thing. I assume that means 0 power.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong guy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that is rough then. That is kind of brutal that he's not going to have eye next turn.
And then he healed Bill. Healing Bill here is really clever because Namor doing double spender into Rhino to kill Rhino and do 1 damage twice to Bill would be big.
Yeah, that would be pretty cute. Damn.
I would drop both the extracts.
Yeah.
It'd be
yeah. So it looks like Rhino's on. Or I mean, sorry, Bill's on 3 HP now, right? Yeah. That's 1/3 token. Okay.
Man, Ron in trouble.
Seriously.
Score is now 5-8.
Yes.
And
we've got Eric is holding 2-1 extracts and is scoring. So I guess he scored 2 points. So they tie. Oh, they tied Ron's back point. That's good for Ron. I mean, that's great.
No, they didn't tie Ron's back point. Eric won it, right?
Well, wait. So, because he's scoring the Shang-Chi point and
the Wong point that we can't see Wong hiding behind the big octopus
and then
man.
he's got 2 extracts from Daredevil and Bill. So that's 4 points, which is the 4 points he scored. So I think I think nobody scored this back point.
How is that possible? It wasn't. Miles was dazed. Widow was dazed. He's got 2 characters standing on it.
Daredevil, Bill, Namor.
They miss a point, or are we confused about what the score was before? Was the score 3s? Out of turn 2? Can't possibly.
No, because I think Ron can only be scoring 1 point. He just has the extract. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they did miss a point. Huh. Yeah, because I mean, Bill and Daredevil are definitely on that thing. Question about that. Well, oh well. Charity point.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing here if you were Ron? You've got Prio and everything else is all effed up.
Man, you're just in a ton of trouble. I think you... Man, I don't know, because you also have no way to... Man, if Bill hadn't healed that 1, I'd feel pretty good about where you are.
Yeah, doing the Namor thing, yeah.
You got to get these extracts off of these 2 nerds. Probably Venom Strike, Daredevil, get Miles to the bottom point. Shield struggles to fight Daredevil, and it's not so much the count blanks, it's the counterattacks. That counterattack not being once per turn, meaning that like I shoot him with the grunts, he can hit the grunts. I shoot him with the grunts, he can hit the grunts. I shoot him with Fury, he can hit Fury.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I hadn't thought to myself what I would do yet, but I think that what you just said, Venom Strike, Daredevil, and just run to bottom point, I think that's really good. He really needs to make the whole game stop being within one of the portals.
Yeah, and like defenders love the big ball fight because then every character
Yeah,
gets like tons of rerolls.
exactly, exactly. Yeah,
And like, yeah, it's
yeah,
nice
he
that
just
everybody's
needs.
in the Namor aura, but like your one reroll versus their three.
And like if there's a thing that I like for Ron about Eric's positioning right now, it's that Shang-Chi is not really a factor, except for the fact that Agent Venom is still vulnerable, which is
What
but
is going on here?
I don't know. I saw a big roll and I thought he was doing exactly what you
It
said, and
looks
then there's a
like
second roll going on.
Eric's going first. Did I miss something?
That can't be right. Daredevil went first. No, no, no. Ron made a big attack and then made some sort of second attack. I think. Oh, Daredevil counterattacked. That's what it was. Daredevil
Oh,
did
Daredevil's
his
counterattack.
counterattack.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay. I was
yeah,
like, what?
yeah. Yeah. Okay, but Ron is double tapping Daredevil with somebody,
Looks
which we
like
don't love as much.
maybe with Namor, or
Yeah,
no?
either Namor or Miles, but not sure who. Yeah, he just needs to unpack this because he's also.
Oh, this is a book beam coming out of Namor.
Oh, that's exciting.
I don't like totally hate that as a
Yeah,
thing that you get to do because like with Daredevil, like it's Mystic, so
yeah. And Bill
leaves
still can't reduce. Bill and Rhino still can't reduce it, right? Because it's
correct.
still Namor making attacks. That's pretty cool.
Leaves Bill on one. I think you
Cool.
spend a Rhino here and hope to Yahtzee into the
Yeah,
into
for
Austin
sure,
Town.
for sure, definitely.
Pick Octopus's Grasp and just full greed.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of depends on whether Eric has sacrifice or not.
true.
Uh,
Wait, well, he can't sacrifice in any way that matters, right? It's you're either attacking the person that
you
you
could
want to
put it
deal one
onto
damage.
Bill.
Well, but then Bill might just take a damage from the attack. But
I know, but then you don't get anybody else.
that's
The
true. Yeah.
disaster of it would be like getting either Daredevil or Rhino and Bill.
Right, 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 right. Okay, well, there's definitely some crits over there. We love that. It's, what is that? Five hits. I can't tell if any one of those is a wild. I also don't know if he actually did what you said. Oh, he must have. That's 7 dice at the start. So
Okay, so yeah, he got Rhino, and so it's going to be one to Daredevil, one
wow.
to Bill. All right, okay, Ron's in this.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. We're still. I still really don't like his positioning with Agent Venom, but this more. The play that you outlined, I think, is less greedy, and I think would have been good. But this one was a bit more greedy, but it paid off. So
Yeah,
we're
I
happy
think.
about that.
I mean, I didn't even see this line. Like, and only needing to do two to Bill there with the 6 die hexed beam. Like, it's not great, but like, I don't know what's 6 die hexed into Def 3
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my
to
head.
get two coin flip
Yeah.
or 57.
Oh, that's okay. And also, I mean, he, especially because he was already sitting on presumably infinity power. Yeah, he was on
Yeah,
10 power. Like getting Rhino off the board, we love that for
yeah,
sure. So,
absolutely. Rhino off the board, robbery still in hand, presumably.
because also Rhino is sitting right next to that size 3 or size 4 house that
Yeah.
Agent Venom's on, so he was about to do a billion damage to somebody. But
Okay. All right, that's a good bit of breathing room for Ron.
definitely feel better about this.
The real
For sure.
problem here is, and Daredevil's only on 3 power, so uh, he's gonna have to do some work to get to the spender.
Yeah. He's on 3 power. He's taken 4 damage. His front side is 6 or 7.
I think it's. I don't remember. It used to be 5.
I'm pretty sure it's 6 now. But
I know he has 4 physical defense.
yeah. Oh no, it's still 5. It's still 5. Oh, so he's on 1. Dang.
Yeah.
That beam could have won the game alone with some
Yeah.
unusually good luck.
I also think expecting a hex 6 die beam to do more than 3 damage to a character is like.
No. He shouldn't. If that was the reason he made the play, that was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is the reason. But if he got that, he would just win.
Yeah, I think he'd be in great shape.
Yeah. Okay. So
Um,
not so bad. So Daredevil has to do something before he gets sat down as well. And he does. We unfortunately,
Oh,
from
is
the
that
Ron point
is that
of
brace
view,
or sacrifice in his hand? Because if that's sacrifice, I like sacking this onto Widow and counterattacking real bad.
I think that's brace, but I can't 100% read. Honestly, I can't tell. It might be Sack.
Okay. Well, let's look at his list real quick. Does he have sack in
He
his
has.
list?
Oh, he has brace and patch up. He doesn't have Sack.
He doesn't
Okay.
have sack. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, to have sack right now.
Yeah, that would be a hell of a Sack.
Uh,
Yeah, unfortunately,
what
the
is this?
push from Namor's attack didn't get him out of range of the portal, so Daredevil's definitely going to leave at the end of this attack, or end of this turn. But
What is this attack? Okay. Something just one-shot Miles.
damn.
Victory point Ada Ron from Fury Leadership.
So he spent 2 power to do that. What did he spend that? I don't know. I guess he just owned his bones.
Yeah, I guess he just spiked the builder.
I mean, he probably used his leadership for it, but still, yeah, that's rough. Jesus.
All right, now he's bopping Nick.
And that's a lot more dice. So, yeah, that was the spender. I understand. Okay. Wow, this is a high damage game. A lot of people being spiked here.
Oh, so this is the spender. I guess
It's a spender into Nick. It was a builder into Miles, which spiked and gave him enough power.
I think it's just the straight up spender across. Maybe they haven't pulled the power from the card, or maybe already pulled the power because it's an AOE.
Yeah, they must have already pulled the power because he hasn't spent all of his power before that, and then he took what 3 damage from that.
The beam, yeah, he probably had 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because assuming he had 1 on the start of his turn, he took 4 damage, so that's enough there. And I think he had more than that. Yeah, that's where all these dice are coming from.
Yeah.
Devil's Deliverance is a horrifying.
I see. And so actually, the push from Namor kind of set this up better for him. He might not have gotten all those dice if it wasn't.
Oh,
for
and he
that.
got Widow. Oh, I think this is over, boys.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, he just needs to have like a godlike Agent Venom turn, probably 2 rounds in a row. I think that's the only way that he wins this.
I kind of think that should have been an Ion if he. Oh no, he didn't have eye power because Nick was attacked after. Yeah. Namor blocks it all. Would have liked Widow to block it all.
Yeah. That's brutal too.
Push.
There was like a tiny chance that Widow lives that and can counterattack too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well. Very small chance though. But yeah.
And now Baton Strike into Fury. Fury blocks it. Or Fury takes 1. Elects not to pull, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or missed it.
Oof.
I didn't really see the dice.
Yeah.
It heals off the thing. Now. Yeah, it getting both of them is just disaster town.
Yeah.
And hopping back through the portal to safety.
Portals. Yeah, right.
Dude,
So, okay, where are the extracts? So there's still one on
Namor, one on
Daredevil, and then the one on the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty rough. I mean, man, Daredevil had enough power to heal with both extremists too.
Yeah.
Like
This has got to be like Agent Venom, Web Swing kills Daredevil.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all he's got on him.
And it has to happen right now.
Why does it have to happen right now? Just
because Shang-Chi is threatening to either push Agent Venom away or just kill Agent Venom.
So Bill is dazed, right? Yeah. Because that's got to be 6 points over there. Yeah,
it is. Bill's dazed.
So yeah, I mean, at least the line is simple, right? It really has to be Agent Venom, and he has to kill Daredevil, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and I think if he doesn't get it,
that's what he's doing. Yeah.
He's just
out of
resources.
Yeah. Ideally, he would kill Daredevil, extract, and then portal himself back to his point. I can't really see, but I assume that's within one of the other portal. Yeah. So if that goes through, then So then Ron probably scores 1, 2.
Oh, and it looks like he was able to get up within 2 of Daredevil, which is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So swing over, throw Wong into Daredevil.
Okay.
2 damage on Daredevil. Okay,
Wow.
so
2 damage on Daredevil from a Wong throw. That's insane.
yeah, it's just 1 block on 4 dice. It's not that insane.
I mean, I guess you're
because he doesn't count blanks on the throw damage.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Well, that's a great start.
It is a great start. So I think you beam here. And
yeah, we can't really see, but I assume they got lined up for a good beam.
Because if you hit the lashing tendrils on Wong, you kill Daredevil, or if the 7 dice kills Daredevil.
Can you tell how much power Venom has? Can't.
I think it looks like 4 exactly.
That kind of sucks. Well, I mean, it's just if he does this and he kills both, he can't pick up the extract.
I think you just kind of live with your problems.
I guess.
I mean,
I guess that's right. Jesus, it doesn't feel right to me though.
I think you need to hold the attack. Like you can't afford to shoot Wong and then lose the opportunity to get another point on Daredevil. I guess you could open with the builder into Daredevil and hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you open with the builder. And
so,
then
I mean,
as long as the counterattack doesn't just kill you.
Right? Yeah. Well, the counterattack's not going to kill him. It might do damage, but it's not going to kill him. And actually, we like the counterattack coming in. I think the counterattack gives you, if it does damage, gives you license to beam. So, unless it kills you, I guess. But, okay, so that was, what, that's 7 dice. So I assume, it sounds like, oh yeah, he picked up his power die, so he's beaming him. Okay.
Beaming him. Hit Wong first. Didn't hit lashing.
Did we daze Wong?
Yes.
Dang, that sucks. We want to leave Wong on 1. Oh,
4 blocks.
Okay, crits for days. Oh yeah, 4 blocks.
Yeah, all blanks.
Yeah.
I think still get him.
That looks like. Wait, he just played a card.
What card he dazes. I don't know what that card discard was about, but
because he didn't brace or anything because he took damage. So maybe that's a card he played earlier that he forgot about.
Maybe I think you walk Fury to the bottom point and you pick it up with the grunts.
Yeah, that's a great call.
And you leave the one by Bill alone.
I totally agree with that. Wait, yeah, Venom has another action. Chill out, dude. Okay, good. Good. That could have been.
Yeah, I guess you're right that you have to open with the builder there. I would have made this mistake too, but also.
I mean, I didn't see printing the grunts and having them pick up immediately. That's like totally fine too, because I think Nick Fury has to go down to that spot anyway. But
I think like there's also a question of like maybe Nick can, if Nick has 3 power, Nick can maybe get both extracts by like walking towards the one on the right, dropping the grunts, and then walking away from the grunts and going to pick up the other one.
So my main problem here is like Shang-Chi is going to get at least 1 hit into Age of Venom, and Eric's about to have priority.
Yeah, but he can't, like, he has to whiff the damage to get, oh no, the aggressive's not online. Never mind. This is automatic.
Why is the aggressive not online?
Because you need to be tied or winning to have the aggressive.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's just like I actually.
Yeah, he needed to build her Daredevil there and have it.
He needed to build a Daredevil, or after doing this beam that dazes both of them, he needed to just walk off the point. There is no way Shang-Chi is not going to take that point back from him, so he just might as well also not take damage. But because, like, you know, Shang-Chi gave up the north point to take this east point from him, so he's getting a victory point either way. But unfortunately, Ron has also offered him the opportunity to damage Agent Venom and put him somewhere that he might not like. So
Yeah, I guess walking off the point's like pretty unintuitive to me.
yeah, I know it's rough, but it's just like you look at the Shang-Chi activation, and the
I
answer
think
is you are going to be off the point no matter what, right? So
it's hard because we don't see Wong's positioning. I wonder if there was a spot like I bet you he needed to throw to make the beam happen on both,
yeah.
and so that's why he sequenced things the way he did.
Hmm.
But like, I think opening with the builder would have been a nice way to go about things. Like
Yeah,
if you could
it's
have
just
opened
tough.
with the builder like while still standing on the building before you web swung,
Yeah, yeah, I agree with you.
and see if you spike a damage onto Daredevil.
Right. Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, that's a really tough situation. Another way that he could have done it if he only wanted to do the beam is maybe if he web swung onto this weird gnarly tree thing that's blocking. If he could do that and get a beam, get a throw and a beam that way, and then the same thing happens, then his second action would be walking towards the south point. He probably wouldn't reach it, but he'd be way safer. So,
Mm-hmm.
but anyway. Okay, so now Fury elects to grab the safer thing so that he can pick up this secure as well. That makes sense to me. I guess this means he doesn't have printing grunt power, or maybe he just didn't think it was in range. Because when they come out, they can pick something up immediately, right? That's what. Or
Yeah, that's their
yeah,
gimmick.
right. But it would have needed to been. I don't know if he really checked that, but it's pretty unlikely that they would have been able to pick that up from where he was. Okay,
It's
and he
also
picks
like
it up with them.
yeah, so he walks over, picks it up with them. He didn't have the power for both unless he
Right.
bought a heal, which I didn't see.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Eric only
so
scores
Eric-
one, and tie game we have here.
Ron ties it up, but man, this is a
Yeah,
rough.
yeah.
It's mostly rough because of how vulnerable Agent Venom is right now. I don't really see a world where Agent Venom doesn't get dazed here.
Yeah,
Unless
especially
there's some
without
sauce
without
with
eye up.
Bill. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's no eye. Brace for Impact is the only
Also,
card left on Ron's
Fury
side.
needed to stand on the portal.
Yes, you're definitely right about that call. It's like, yeah.
It's scary and like he's very likely to get moved off the portal, but you just got to make him do it. Like,
Is there some sauce with Bill here instead of with Daredevil? I don't really think so, but I mean, it's like I don't think activating Daredevil. I don't think activating Bill would be a disaster.
yeah.
But
And
I feel
also
like
you need to put the
Daredevil's
grunts not within 2 of Bill.
not within 2. Oh, yeah. Well, at least he's pretty unlikely to like actually be able to pick it up and keep it.
Yeah, but you need to not give him free rerolls on Fury.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Good call. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, this is really tough. I mean, this is like a lot of MCP endgames devolve into this type of thing where there's kind of two very different fights going on, and it's hard for one to interact with the other at all. But again, the portals are saying, for Eric at least, because Eric has done a job here controlling the space around the portals, he gets to attack almost anyone with almost anyone, and that is not true for Ron. So
no, Ron is like very locked into what he has to be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I forgot about Shang-Chi too. Shang-Chi might actually... Sorry, when I was saying Daredevil activate first, I think Shang-Chi actually makes more sense. But anyway.
So I actually think that Fury should have gone to the bottom point and picked up the rightmost
Yeah.
thing, because like it's going to be so much harder to get that one. Like it puts Fury out of the fight.
I agree with you, and I also think that like Bill, unless I'm misremembering, but Bill was not within 1 of the one that he picked up over here. So Bill picking up that extract is an action out of Bill, which is massive.
So it's like he walks, picks it up, walks, goes through the portal.
Yeah, he could do that, or
maybe he throws Namor as well.
Right. Yeah, I think surely he has enough power to throw Namor. So I mean, that's still a good activation, but I think I think Ron would prefer he did that rather than make attacks and throws here. If so.
And it looks like Shieldmobile has been... Did I miss Shieldmobile getting played? It's flipped over. I don't know.
Well, so he sit-repped Agent Venom turn 1, right?
No, it was
Or
Miles, but
Miles,
yeah.
Miles, sorry. Yeah.
Maybe that's
I
how
don't
Nick
remember.
got on top of. Remember, we were like, "Oh, could Nick have made that walk?" That must have been when he played Shieldmobile.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. God, it's just rough. It's rough watching a Shield game where Nick Fury is spending all of his power on a bunch of shit that isn't printing grunts and eye in the sky.
Yeah,
Like having to pay for both sitrep and shield mobile. Oh no, Namor paid for sitrep.
yeah,
Well,
and
still.
like Nick really, he wants to use his power to lead from the front. Like that's when Nick's at his
Yeah,
best, when he doesn't have to
yeah,
play eye. Like
yeah,
you got to keep threatening it, but you want to never actually pull the trigger. Oh boy, this Agent Venom's just the saddest man that ever lived.
yeah. Yeah, and also, yeah, the other nice thing if he had picked up this rightmost extract instead of the safer left extract with the grunts is the extract being on Shang-Chi is very rough, I think. Like, especially now that he doesn't have an actual printed steel alive anymore since Miles got evaporated.
Yeah. Well, no, he does.
He does.
Namor has a steal.
Oh, duh, right, yeah. Okay, so we just gotta get Namor over there. That's the plan.
Yeah, I think this has got to be Bill. I think you throw Namor into La La Land and go through the portal so that he can't surf off you.
Yeah, I like that too. I think that's a great call. Yeah, he that's his best opportunity to. Oh, he's just going. He's just out of
Oh,
here.
he's gonna go for the Agent Venom kill here with some Summon the Storms.
Oh, is Agent Venom flight?
No, he's 2 energy.
Oh, right. Duh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah, yeah.
he's going for God Hunter. Going for the big. I don't even know what this
Goo
does.
Hunter.
I've
Well,
never.
it's also energy. Goo Hunter is also energy.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah. And I assume Agent Venom size 2, right? So this is gonna be a 7 die.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So 7 die
and
energy,
has 7 die
maybe.
energy has a chance to get a throw, although that doesn't look like it procced the throw to me. But
He's gonna buy. He's gonna use his rerolls here. Kills Agent Venom.
oh, it's just gone. Okay. Doesn't even need to throw. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
game.
think this is over, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Especially
Yeah, I mean,
because,
it's like,
like,
yeah,
the important thing here was like not to give Namor the free, uh, give Namor 2 attacks. Now he has to spend an action
totally.
walking to the portal, going through the portal, and then he gets a spender to
Yeah,
make something
100%,
happen.
100%. Yeah, I mean, I think for sure the dice turning point here was that Daredevil spender, but in terms of like strategy, it's really rough. I mean, this is like such a unique kind
Hmm.
of gimmick for a list, but Ron really needed to I think have a clearer idea of what he wanted the board position to look like than how it ended up.
Yeah, I also think it's like going into it, you don't know where the portal's going to go, and I think if you
Yeah.
hedge any one direction too hard, the portal goes in the other direction.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, and of course Eric would be able to recognize what the advantage is. I think you just have to kind of stay agnostic until the portal goes down, and then immediately make a plan and stick to it. Like,
Hmm.
be like, okay, the portal's here. I am now playing the side extremists or whatever the case may be. But like, I think, yeah, the fact that so much of the game happened on Ron's back point was so brutal for him.
Yeah. It's also just rough that Widow died to 2 attacks and essentially provided no value.
Yeah, well, yeah, she got fucking owned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and
He was just never able to keep the spell books anywhere safe, like
yeah,
both positionally and in terms of what model was physically holding them. It's really rough. Hmm. And now he is, as we all are, deep in the tank. He's putting on a brave face and
hmm.
making Eric think that he's coming up with some master plan, when actually, if I was Ron, I'd be like, I hate this fucking game.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Uh,
Was
looks
that
like that's a concession on Iran.
yeah, was that a concession, or they just
I,
he just handed him something?
I don't know. They bumped fists.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it looks kind of.
I think that's the concession though.
I mean,
It does not look like they're playing. I don't see out for Ron.
no, the last big mistake that I think you identified was absolutely correct, which is that Nick Fury needed to be within one of the portal at the end of the last turn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not sure that suddenly means that Ron is going to win, but that's the fact that we're sitting here now, from Ron's point of view, with Fury and Namor, neither of whom are within one of a portal at the start of their activation. I think it's just over.
Yeah, I think he's in yeah. Okay. Okay, maybe it's not a concession. Here we go. We're measuring some stuff. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get after it, Ron.
Ron has one spellbook on the
Man, Shieldmobile being gone is rough here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this is.
I mean, he's just going for points. Yeah. Is there like... Okay, so Eric has Daredevil and Wong and Shang-Chi left. Man, that's... Also, he got screwed on pass again here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think he's
this is
losing
another
anyway,
like pass,
but he could have passed if it was a different situation. Like if
it wasn't grunts.
Yeah. Yeah. I think...
So Shang-Chi hops through the portal. He's going to make Fury taste the balance that is Shang-Chi.
Yes. Is there any way out of this? So I mean, I think no, now that Namor hasn't attacked him. But I don't know what else he could have done, really.
Yeah. I think it's like maybe you could do Fury goes through the goes through the portal, walks, picks up the extract.
I guess, yeah, that's true.
And then you like walk the grunts to the corner of the board.
Yeah.
And just pray.
Yeah, I mean, the saving grace here is that Eric can't win here. Like they're both on 9 points. He can't. The end of turn 4 cannot be actually 16 points immediately. But.
Yeah, and then try to hold your... Yeah, I think you had to hold Namor for last, because first of all, he's the only one you can reactivate pass with.
Yeah.
And he's also the least likely to die.
Yeah, and also he can, like, walk to the portal and go through it, and his second action might still be good. Like, you know, it's suboptimal, obviously, but... Yeah.
Attack Nick. I think it bounced. Attacking Nick again.
He's taking damage now.
That dazes Nick. That is...
Rip to a real one.
Yeah. Okay. We got a flow like water coming. Just making room for other people to hop through the portal, I guess. So it's like now Daredevil's gonna go try to get the portal from
grunts, yeah.
Go get the thing from the grunts.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, he can probably pop out and definitely pop out within 2 and then might one-shot him and be able to go pick it up. Huh.
Wong and Daredevil still have to activate? Oh my gosh.
And then Wong just double walks to the north point because I think Bill is... I think Bill is on the east point. I can't 100% tell, but...
I think you just have Wong go grab the book and then walk back.
Oh, sure. Yeah, good call.
Wong coming through... Never mind. Wong coming through the portal and punching the grunts.
Oh, let's go. People today were saying on the Discord that Wong wasn't a very good
3 just kills the grunts.
Insane. DPS. I think
that's the dream.
It's hard to criticize because like wow, that's a cool new ability. It's hard to criticize because he's in such a commanding position anyway. But I think
this is better. I don't know.
You think Wong attacking is better? I think strictly speaking, he should definitely not have done that. I mean, it's like, you know, it's whatever. It worked out and he's going to win no matter what. But like...
So... I guess having Daredevil do it, because, like, Wong kind of has to be... He might have been positioned that he couldn't double walk to the top one where Daredevil can now.
Oh, I guess that's possible, yeah. I guess I didn't think about that. I sort of assumed that he'd be able to, but it wasn't. Yeah, it's hard to tell with the tree thing or whatever that is in the way. But... So he's just got Daredevil activation left. He's now sitting on 2 book, 2.
No, one book. Only Wong
Where's
has
the
a book. It's
Wong
on
has
Namor.
book. Oh, Namor has a book. Oh, sorry. Okay, so Namor is currently printing 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
It looks like we were having some technical difficulties.
wow.
You know, Nate asked me for that animation, and I was like, we got all the way through this, and I was like, what did he need that for?
Okay, well they did something and scored the turnout, and now Eric scored 5 points, and Ron bringing him up to 14. Ron scored 2 points, bringing him up to 11.
Must have been like a battery swap or something.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Daredevil picked up the book and went back to the middle point, or the back point.
Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, now that I'm looking at it closer, and now that Daredevil's out of the way, I think Bill might have not been in range of the point. It's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like he isn't there. So that makes sense. That
Daredevil it makes sense. Because he wanted to be in range of God Hunter. So yeah, probably not.
Yeah. So yeah, that makes this decision making easier because. Okay, so I mean, Ron has to stop something that I think is unstoppable, which is Eric scoring 2 points here.
Yeah, I think this is straight up over. It's like what Nick Fury one taps both these characters, and then Namor's still wildly out of position to impact anything. Yeah, like no matter what.
I guess to do a totally unfair question, unfair to Ron, not to you. What given knowing Eric's list, which again you couldn't have known, you know his 10, but you don't know what 5 he's gonna bring. What list would you play here? Like, so again, it's Extremis and Montesi, and
it's 18, right? 9.
Yes. Yeah. Because it's 4 4s. And 2
do I have to use? So at 18, I like Namor, Spectacular, Fury, Grunts, Bullseye. That's what I would play in my list. Not a Fury, Grunts. The other Fury is the Commandos.
Yeah. Fury, Commandos, Bullseye. And so that's Namor. That's 5-threat Namor then, right?
Yeah, because... Yeah. So at the time of this event, I'm playing 5-threat Namor, not Clocks.
Right. But I think you're short a point then.
Oh, then I'm short a point.
So either or. So I guess you could say that optimally you would have 6-threat Namor, and then that would actually get you to 18. But
9. Okay, so it's definitely Namor, Fury. And that's 12 points.
12 points.
So then I get 2 3s.
Yeah, you get 2 3s or a 4 and a 2.
With his list, I would play Spectacular Miles Morales.
Yeah, that makes sense. I could also see Spectacular Zemo, but maybe the steal is more important.
So I just think that Widow is bringing nothing to your list here, and Agent Venom isn't so much better than Spectacular in this matchup.
He's particularly good against Shang-Chi, or I mean, maybe not particularly good, like he owns Shang-Chi, but I guess having good attacks into Shang-Chi is big. But
well, he also he can. I also think an important thing into current defenders is to play Battlefield Medicine, because shaking the stagger is a thing you're going to get to do. And so having more shield models is more helpful there.
I see.
And then the character also just he can get around here. He can keep moving things off the portal. Like, if, for example, he could go through the portal right now and throw Bill off the portal, heavily limits what Bill can do.
Yeah, agreed.
When Bill can't just constantly be on the portal. Because he drafted a list with 2 people that move stuff.
So wait, you do want Age of Venom? I thought you were saying you didn't.
No, Sorry. Spectacular does that.
Oh, so you're talking about Spectacular. Yeah, right. Because Beta Ray Bill is size 2. Yeah, okay. Right.
I also think that maybe instead of Miles, you could play Zemo.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying Zemo over Miles, not over Spectacular. But
Yeah,
um,
I think
yeah,
that is
I mean,
probably what I do. Yeah, I like that more.
yeah, yeah. Zemo's awesome on D shapes. I mean, he's awesome in general, obviously, but like
And
having
he,
that extra mobility feels really nice.
and he can potentially actually hold his own against some of these characters, or at least like he is fairly durable because a lot of these characters are attacking physical range too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Shang-Chi
Also
can go
having,
Mystic, but
yeah,
which makes Zemo go up a defense but lose the ability to buy full rerolls.
right, right. Yeah, and also Zemo having two ways to get an extra movement, or I guess extra is in quotation marks, but having both Steel Rush and Charge, like I feel like that's such a nice chassis to be able to deal with the portals
Mm-hmm.
for a 3 threat. So
Yeah, so I'd use Spectacular to try to throw his characters off the portals. Um, play Namor to try to get rid of Bill, and as a good way to like fight Bill and clear points. And obviously, he's a extract drop
right,
on this mission.
yeah,
And
totally.
yep. All right, so there's the handshake. That's
There's a
game.
handshake, yeah.
I think Eric's end game was a little bit incorrect in that he should have just the very first thing he should have done was put put Daredevil at the top of the at the like the point farthest from the camera,
Yeah, the North Point. Yeah, yeah,
right? Because that's 2 points right there. And there's no way for Ron to interact with that.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, I agree with you, but it's such a dominating position, it basically doesn't matter.
Yeah. The other thing I guess you could have done is, does he have Invaders in his 10? He does.
He does, yeah.
You could have played Invaders leadership and just ditched Fury.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too. It's tough because it's going to be such a spread out game, but if you have Zemo of
Right? Because Widow could have been. You still there, X?
yeah, sorry,
Sorry.
I think you disconnected for a second, but
Yeah.
we're both back now. Yeah,
Okay.
or I disconnected, but
So I think if he could have ditched Nick and Widow and played played Zemo Spider-Man with the same list.
yeah, and then Dead Invaders. I agree with that. I think
It's a very fast list.
it is, and there's like, yeah, having two separately named strategic geniuses under Invaders is really nice. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you actually up your output and defense quite a bit situationally, not for the entire game, but like there's going to be like groups of models together that are actually getting a ton of rerolls. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, with that concludes the NorCal Classic with Eric qualifying for the Las Vegas Open and Ron
Hell
earning
yeah.
an absolute bucket of points, almost certainly going to be qualified as well.
Hell yeah.
I think we're going to call it there. In the comments down below, guys, can you let us know what you thought of this video series? Do you like this? Because these are way easier to do than Run the Length. And they get
so say you like it and pay money.
yeah, and they essentially get the same viewership. So let me know if you like this, and don't forget that fun is a finite resource.